Well, hi.
Hello, welcome to the show.
Welcome to The Talk Show.
The Talk Show. We don't got a name for it. I'm one of your hosts, jimmykeough.
And I'm the other one, Justin Trent.
We're going through a little rebrand here, you know?
We're branding. New logo that you don't see yet because it doesn't exist.
And new name that you don't know yet because it also doesn't exist. We're confused. We're conflicted, just like all these NFL teams out here. But, if you have an idea for what the show is going to be named,
we'll have a little comment
please.
Section battle.
We
see who gets to choose the new show name.
Yeah, the new show name.
And we don't like any of them. We'll just pick it ourselves.
Yeah, we just pick it ourselves. But, we like to see, what the people
Reach out
like.
to the audience.
Yeah, see what the people like. Shout out to that.
Powered by the people.
Yes, welcome to this talk show, powered by the people, for the people, and only by the people. We got a big fucking conversation today. A lot of debates going on online. Been seeing it everywhere. Who's gonna have a better sophomore rookie season? Sophomore season in the NFL. We got quarterbacks. We got some wide receivers. Running backs and defensive ends. We got everybody who was decent their rookie season.
About to hit a real talk show cliche, but let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that because we're a cliche talk show. No, our first lineup of four, we got who's going to have the better sophomore season. Who's got next? Are we talking Joey Burrow, Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert, or Jalen Hurts? Justin, who the fuck you think is going to have a better sophomore season? Or who's going to have the sophomore slump in this group?
Well, let me tell you. I can tell you who's going to have the absolute worst sophomore season out of everybody. And it's going to be Joe Burrow.
Really?
Yeah, because his knee exploded. And he's not playing next season. So
he's definitely going to be there, at least in the middle of the season.
He might be there in the middle of the season.
Maybe first 3 weeks.
But at that point, he's playing catch up with all the other guys.
That's true. So you don't have anyone who's going to pop up? You're going to have someone who sucks? Are you just that negative person who you just don't even think anyone's going to do good? You just wish the bad for everyone? Is that you, Justin Trent?
I think that Justin Herbert is already on another level.
Compared to these 3 quarterbacks here?
Compared to everybody else there. Yeah. Tua, I don't see him being that special. No offense to the guy. I wish him well. I hope that every single quarterback becomes an elite quarterback here. And as far as Jalen Hurts goes, I see him making improvements. I see him making strides to be a better quarterback. And hopefully he'll reach the level that Justin Herbert had in his rookie season.
For our fucking sake.
I don't see Justin Herbert ascending and having a historic second year, but I do see him keeping pace with his rookie season, with having the best passing numbers of any rookie ever.
Okay, I gotta agree with you. I think out of these 4, who's gonna have the best sophomore year is either gonna be between Justin Herbert or Jalen Hurts. It just really depends if Justin Herbert continues on that fantastic rookie season that he had, coming off from Tyrod Taylor getting stabbed in the lung. Said, hey, you're gonna start at 2 minutes before the game, and he just came out and almost beat the fucking Chiefs. Yep. So this kid is a special. I wish I had him on my team. He is a special. All right, he is a special. I wish I had him on my team. Sorry, Jalen Hurts. We know Justin Herbert's gonna be fucking the next, Drew Brees type deal. Maybe even Phillip Rivers. Hopefully,
maybe he'll get kicked out of the Chargers organization and make his way over to
the Saints. Oh my god! But definitely, who's going to have the sophomore slump here is not going to be Joey Burrow. It's going to be Tua Tagovailoa. Without Ryan Fitzpatrick coming in the fourth quarter to save his ass, who's he going to have? Who's he going to have? Jacoby Brisket that they signed?
Jacoby Brisket.
Yeah, from Indianapolis. Yeah, no. Tua Tagovailoa stinks. I said he stunk, and I said they should have took Justin Herbert over him, but they didn't listen. And hopefully this is a cold take that someone fucking records and posts on Twitter being like, look at this clown. I hope so. But fucking Tua stinks. I don't understand what was the hype about him in the first place. He fucking stinks. He stunk. He did terrible compared to all the rookie quarterbacks in this draft class. And if Joey Burrow didn't get fucking his knee sawed off by a defensive end, he would have been the worst quarterback in that draft. And that is my take on who's going to have the sophomore slump, Justin.
Hey, shout out to the 2 Alabama quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts and just talk about little.
Yeah, shout out to Jalen Hurts going to Oklahoma because Tua fucking stinks.
What do we got next, Jim?
All right, we got our last group here for the sophomore slumps or booms. We have the running back and wide receiver mix. We have Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, Justin Jefferson, or Chase Claypool. Just who the fuck do you think's gonna boom and who do you think's gonna stink?
By a lot. Number 1 guy off of here. It's gonna be Justin Jefferson.
Definitely.
Justin Jefferson's gonna boom.
Definitely gonna boom.
Snag him up on your fantasy. The only way that I see that he doesn't have an amazing season is
The quarterback gets hurt.
or he gets hurt.
Or he gets hurt. That's also a big factor.
I mean, when you got Kirk Cousins throwing you a football versus somebody else, he's like a low-level starting quarterback, I would say.
Definitely.
I just don't have a lot of respect for his game.
You don't?
I don't have a lot of respect for Kirk Cousins' game.
You like that?
I don't.
I don't. None of us do. I think he stinks, to be honest. I think they need to draft a quarterback this year.
Yeah, I think he stinks.
I think he fucking stinks.
I think
Who's gonna have the slump, bud?
he's gonna have the slump.
Yeah, sophomore slump, bro.
I see Chase Claypool.
Fuck, you picked the same thing as me, man.
Yeah, well, the man TikTok boy fucking sucks.
He caught a touchdown in every single game. I think they won. Like he had like a every touchdown for the first 10 games. I think.
Yeah, 'cause they were undefeated.
Yeah, it's true. They were good.
Yeah, best regular season team of all time.
Corvette, hop in the jet. I'm jet like that.
Who do you got?
Who do I got?
Who you got?
I'm gonna tell you who I
You
fucking
just gonna steal my picks?
No, not at all. They were my picks first, man. I fucking created this. I got Justin Jefferson with the biggest fucking disappointment. And I'm gonna
Stop the count. I can walk out. I can walk home, Jim.
Now I'm gonna tell you why. This guy had a fantastic rookie season, right?
And he did.
Fantastic rookie season.
For sure.
One of the best wide receivers we've seen come out of the draft in a long time.
At least half a decade.
Yeah, at least half a decade. Now, this is why he's going to have a slump. Because he's not going to put up the same numbers. And that's going to be it. You know how we judge things here. We get lost in the stats, lost in the sauce. And if we're looking at the end of the season, I think he's not going to have as good as a season as he did this year. Now, I hope it's a cold take because I'm going to draft him on my fantasy team because of the fact that he is Justin Jefferson. But I am not expecting him to do the numbers what he did last year, especially since, defenses know what he can do.
See, that's where you're wrong. And before we move on...
I'm going to move on.
Before we move on...
I'm going to move on.
Let me just tell you and explain to you why he's different.
Okay.
He is not a wide receiver.
Hold on. Before you can go on your tangent, I am not a Justin Jefferson hater.
Yeah, no, I got that.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't think he's going to have the same numbers as he did his rookie season.
Well, let me tell you why he is.
Tell me.
He's going to do better than he did his rookie season.
Really?
Because this kid, he's lining up against NFL caliber defensive backs, NFL DBs. And he studies the way that they use their techniques in certain situations. And tailors his route. He knows exactly what route he's going to run. When he lines up against a Jalen Ramsey versus how he lines up against a Stephon Gilmore, he's still going to treat it differently every time. He studies these DB's tendencies. So if you're going to, cut inside of him, right, he makes sure to run his route differently so you won't. I mean, the guy is next level. He doesn't just win with his skills. He wins with his mind. He's already got you beat with the psychology of the game.
Damn.
Before he even steps on the field.
You're riding the cock of Justin Jefferson, I see.
It's big.
It's girthy. But it is not for me. And just like Justin Jefferson will study these defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey and all these fucking buffoons, I think they're going to study his. Because there's a lot more defensive backs that will go up against Justin Jefferson than there will be defensive backs Yeah, defensive guys against Justin Jefferson, if you get what I'm saying. Justin Jefferson's going to have to be like, all right, who am I missing? Who am I missing? You know, and it could be the same way for defensive backs, but if you're going to study Justin Jefferson, he's going to have all these people to study. They're just going to focus on him because he's one of the best wide receivers in the league, man.
Yeah, but to be fair, he's probably not going to line up against Jalen Ramsey.
That's
He's probably not going to line up against Stephon Gilmore because
they
got to worry about Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen, if he was on here, he's going to go downhill soon. And it's just a matter of when.
I feel like you're just saying that because he's white.
Absolutely not.
I think you're pulling the race card here.
No, if I'm pulling the race card, these guys want to be on my screen right now.
Oh, wow.
I'm joking. Shout out to joking. Shout out to editing.
Shout out to joking. Cutting that out. We're God.
Good. No, Adam Thielen isn't just. I feel like he's gonna be going downhill. He peaked in 2018, and he
peaked last season.
No, he peaked 2 seasons ago.
I mean, if you're talking about numbers, what
yes.
we judge the whole show off of. I mean, like last year, 2 years ago.
I picked him up on my fantasy team too. I've had him on my fantasy team for the last 3 years. I've seen his
hooked on a Thielen.
Hooked on a Thielen. I am. I'm not even joking. I love Adam Thielen, but I just see him going down the fucking hill. But we're not talking about Adam Thielen. All right, respect your Justin Jefferson take. I hope you respect mine. I just don't think he's gonna be as good as he was. Now, is he gonna pop off a couple games? Sure. But his numbers at the end of the season is not going to be the same.
All right, over or under 1,200 receiving yards for Justin Jefferson?
Ooh, under.
Under.
Definitely under. He's going to be
under 1,000?
No, he'll be barely over 1,000. He'll be barely over 1,000, and that's like.
That's really good for a second option on a team.
You're right, but he's not going to be the second. I mean, he is going to be the second option, but I'm thinking, dude. Not the Washington fucking football team. The Minnesota Vikings are going to stink as a whole, and it's just a matter of when. Mm-hmm. But we're talking about these sophomores here, and Chase Claypool. I have to agree with you. He's going to have. He's going to have a boom too. No, who's going to have a boom? I don't think any of these guys are going to have a boom. But if I had to pick one, I'm going to pick Jonathan Taylor.
What a guy.
You know, with these, he's going to be Carson Wentz go-to man. He's going to be, when Carson Wentz is scrambling, looking around, he's going to be like, fucking Frank, we need to run the ball, Frank. And Frank's going to be like, I got you, Carson Wentz, because I love you. You're like a son to me. And he's going to give the ball to Jonathan Taylor. And you know what?
Jonathan Taylor's going to run right behind Quentin Nelson?
Yes. And, Frank Wright saw Carson Wentz snap his fucking leg in half.
Yeah.
In that Rams game.
Right there.
He was right there. So when it's first and goal, or maybe a couple, first and 3, the 3-yard line, and whatever, they're gonna give it to Jonathan Taylor.
They're running QB blast.
Leg first. He's gonna shove his leg in. Leg first, QB blast. But yeah, you know what? I wanted to do Justin Jefferson, and I wanted to do Jefferson and Chase Claypool, but you can't. Because they both stink. I agree with you. Chase Claypool is not going to have a good of a season because even though Big Ben's back, it doesn't mean the Steelers are back. They signed Juju, the distraction, again, and this team, they're doing it for Ben? No, they're doing it for themselves, those cocksuckers. I hate Pittsburgh. Just as much as I hate Dallas Cowboys. Corvette, hop in the jet, jet like that. I think that's how the song goes, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. It don't matter. I mean, Juju's doing it on the field, so we'll just learn when he's playing.
I don't
the game, right?
TikTok. I'm not up to date.
Neither am I.
I saw it pop up on my MySpace page one time.
Well, you're far back there, bud. But that is who we're gonna think out of these group of, kids who are gonna have the sophomore slumps and the sophomore booms. Shout out to that. Shout out to y'all.
You think we're right? You think we're wrong? Drop a like, drop a dislike, leave a comment, whatever.
Maybe not a dislike, just leave your comment.
Hey, if you leave a dislike, it helps the engagement still. So
yeah, I'll just fucking find you and just break your phone so you never dislike this video again.
Hey, but it helps get the views out. The algorithm, like or dislike, it'll help boost the video.
Now, fuck that. You like the video and just leave a mean comment because those are gonna hurt. Words, if you really want to hurt me, words hurt more than dislikes. I'm just gonna say it like that. I'm just gonna be honest. It does. Words do hurt me, Justin. sticks and stones do break my bones, and words do hurt me, and that's just that. So if you're gonna
makes you sound like a pussy, but
you know, if you going back to the beginning of the video, if you think of a good theme, a logo, or even if you make good logos, or even if you have a good name for the show, leave it down. We may like it, we may not, we may even fucking ignore it if it's shitty enough. But shout out to y'all engaging. Hopefully you enjoyed the video.
Let us know what you think. Check out our old videos. Check out our upcoming videos.
Yes, upcoming videos. And definitely check out the channel. We love y'all, and hopefully y'all love us. Shout out to y'all.
We love you back.